Shalom everyone, I hope that you are doing absolutely fantastic. Today is the 13th of January 2021. We're just clipping right along. So if you are returning, welcome back. And those of you who are brand spanking new, welcome to my channel. Oh my gosh, hold on just a second. Let me see if I can fix this lighting in here. Okay, maybe that's better. I'm not sure. Anyway, so if you're returning, welcome back. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, and all of that. Those of you who are brand new, listen, my channel is very intense at times. I am connecting with Jehovah Elohim. I prove how his name is found in the tarot along with the scripture. And so if you want to watch that video down below, then that's down below. If that's not something that you're looking for, though, in readings, and this is where you'll click off. We look at the good, the bad, the ugly in my readings. We don't hold back, and we fix it. Whatever it is that Jehovah wants to bring across this table, Jehovah's running this gates here on my internet, and he's building the tower. No more, no less. And so he adds and takes away as he pleases. I'm just here to do his work and his bidding. So anyway, I am just pretty straightforward most of the time, and I'm all for uprightness and love and things like that, and people being treated as you know, as they should be in the earth, and being kind and gentle and giving and stuff like that. So sometimes we got to get up more, and Jehovah is Elohim of war, and he teaches us how to do that. And so anyway, that's kind of who I am in a really small nutshell. You will learn me as we go. So anyway, let's go. And I may say things about cards that you're like, what? I never heard that means that, because I use the living Hebraic language in the readings. And so if I'm using the alphabet, there's meanings to those alphabet, the alphabet within the Hebrew. So anyway, I just let Jehovah speak whatever he wants to in any kind of language he wants. I don't put him in a box. So anything that I'm picking up, even in phonics, it'll come out. So anyway, you just never know who you're talking to. So Jehovah, I just thank you for this day. I ask you to just come on in these gates, because they are called Sha'ah. They're called praise. And you are Yeshua, you are salvation. What do you want to bring out here today? There's a breakup today, and there's a danger for some people. Okay, so hopefully you're being found in the upright. So the Magician came out in my second reading today, and then in my first reading we had a eye doctor come out. This could represent a physician of some kind. Obviously, maybe if you work for a physician, you work for a physician, or you need to go to the physician today. At the same time, this is about manifesting and having everything that you need to get done what you need to do. In the upright, this is beautiful. This is somebody who can communicate, and they're very skilled at it. In the negative, this is a freaking manipulator and a freaking half, and there might be, you know, malpractice situations going on then for some people. This is the Aleph head that gets up and leads a clan in the Hebrew. This would be both the second and the third house together, but Gemini holds this in the deck, but it's Gemini and Taurus together in the living language. So there's communication. There's a lot of communication today about some things. There's a lot of messages that came out. And yeah, so this communication, this is the Page of Wands. I'm not sure if you guys see this very well. The Page of Wands is here, and this is a favorable testimony, maybe to something that has been very skillfully done in a very manipulative way with a lot of people who have been involved in it because they've been playing a freaking game with some people's lives. We got children here, really big, showing up today. And if you are going to a physician and you're having a child, congratulations to you. So we do have a favorable testimony then showing up here with this page, okay? So there's also a lover energy with the page as well. So we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, this Eight of Swords shows a mama, and you know, loving on her child is sick and is bedridden. But this is the Eight of Swords, is somebody being in their mind. This is incarceration card. There's also the home is really showing up here. The Four of Wands. It's a celebration though for some people, because some people are going to give some type of an account to something that's been very skillfully done, like I said, and it's going to it's going to incarcerate those who need to be incarcerated, and it's going to be a celebration for those who have been, you know, manipulated in a really bad way. So something happened around a celebration, put somebody up in their head, or something with law is here. And again, it was skillfully done at your celebration or whatever's taking place here for some of you all. I'm seeing you might live on a farm where there's a literal well, you know, like one of those pumping wells there. There's a letter here showing itself to me in the picture. Okay. Somebody's been trying to heal over some things here. Somebody's been very anxious about messages, and there's been competition for some of you all. We have the Four of Pentacles also showed itself in my second reading. This is the miser. This is mine, and I'm not going to let it go. Or somebody's done something very skillful and then got up in their head because of what they did, and then they didn't have no choice but to sit there on something, and that became witchcraft. It's right underneath the Magician card, which is magic type of stuff in the negative, and so stubbornness is essence of witchcraft, and you have a spiritual leader here as well. So the Ten of Swords, well, this showed a grave as well. The Ten of Swords can go back to a death, or somebody's literally been slayed. We had the Waste Sword that came out. Now, always remember, for some people, this energy is just going to be energetic stuff that's taken place. For some people, it's been actually very natural energy that has taken place, and murderous things. Okay, so mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritual. Don't ever forget that. You could be sitting there going, well, that doesn't apply to me. But actually, it could be applying to you, and you could have been an outside bystander to something that's been happening to somebody. Maybe you knew about it, maybe you didn't, but Jehovah don't lie here on my channel, okay? So if you stick around, you will see his magnificence, because he is majesty, and he tells it because he sees everything in the earth. Something has happened here for a lot of people where it has literally been death issues. We've been seeing it all over the world and things like that. We have the Knight in Shining Armor here, and this is somebody who's very, I don't know if you guys see very well. This is somebody who is very creative. This is a fair person. That's the law. If they're not fair, then they got some people up in their head about some stuff, and they poured on the sweets and did some nasty. The Six of Cups is here. We got somebody seeing somebody, or they're remembering something in their past about how love used to be. Or somebody actually is remembering something that was seen with other people. That we got two people in the water, and somebody's watching like some type of connection go on there for some of you all. And if that's what's taking place within some type of a bad manipulative thing, then that's what's showing. That goes back to soulmates and your parents, your children, a blast from the past. We had the letters HS come out today, and that could be somebody that you went to high school with or college, or somebody in your past that's done something. This is about returning and having forgiveness. Somebody out of your household that you know is here. If that's nothing else but you just reminiscing and being in nostalgia about, you know, how things used to be in your home, then that's what's shown for some people. We have Justice here, okay? I really apologize. Let me see if I can turn this light off. Maybe that's better. I'm not sure. We have Justice here showing up, and somebody is going to get justice. That's the letter K in the Hebrew, so that might mean something for some of you. We also have the letter A, AKA. Somebody could be going by a different name, and the name K could be found there, or Kathy, or Kate is here, or somebody's been, there's the ache here, okay? We have somebody aching here in bed as well. So we have the Fool, And the Fool is making the word ox, okay, or the kisses and the hugs. Now, Aquarius holds this card in the deck. It's about knowing something. It's a new slate, but it's also foolishness. It represents the Tav. It would be the letter T. That's marking out or signing something, okay? So if something happened on a trip or something at a celebration, then that's something was foolish for some of you all, because the Fool will roll right back on into its vomit and folly if it's in the negative. I mean, obviously we got justice here. Something's clear about something here. So we have the KT is here, Kat, Kate, Kathy, whatever that is really coming out here. A cut is also here. So whatever's going on here, somebody backstabs somebody really hard, okay? And there's a favorable testimony about that, or something about children is here within it. All right, show me some more energies, please. Well, I just seen the death card, or FBI energies is there. So there's the Wheel, and the Wheel also came out in my first reading. There's fortune coming for some people. There were big fraud issues coming out. And we have the work. If somebody does live on a farm, this is a picture of somebody at a farm. There's horses here and things like that, but this is work issues going on. Something about travel really is here. We've got the Wheel, and then the Fool looks like it's inside of a wheel. Okay, so if this is your ex, then this is your ex or something like that. It's funny because we had the livestock that came out twice on my first and second reading. And we've got the ox here. Hold on just a minute. Because Phoebe, FBI, okay, the beef is there as well. Or the fib. Somebody's fibbed. Okay, this energy with the Fool, just let me process the way y'all wasn't bringing thing out, man. Somebody, this energy right here will go back to the Tower energy and the Star energy. It's all in the same house of knowing something, seeing something. The eye is there. We've seen the Tower. There's paradigm shift. So we have the Y here as well. There's been a toy. We had trucks and trains and toys and things like that come out of my first reading. And so your name could be Ty. The other day I did a reading and somebody got strangled, okay? Or something's here about strangling somebody as well. And there will be justice in that. There will be justice in that. There's a lot of swords here coming out here, okay? The Ten of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Magician actually also has a sword. There's been competition. That'd be 5 wands, 6 wands there's a victory here. There's going to be a victory here. Somebody's worked on something, or somebody from your past did something here in a very skillful way, people, and it's time's up. Look, there's the bully. You can't make it up if you wanted to, and you should never want to, like I always say, because Jehovah can speak on. He's beautiful, and he's going to bully the bully, like he said. And so, this is the letter H. This is the strength card that actually came out in my other reading, and that's from passing from one space to the next. Okay, and so that goes back to children as well. And so we are dealing with death issues. I just seen the death card a minute ago, and so it's here anyway. Somebody is... somebody's name is K or something like that. We have the KT that can go to K or Kathy. We have the K and the Y, which make K. And then the phonics of K is also with the K and the A. So somebody's really involved in, and that word can go back to burn. And we are dealing with the occult, and we are for some people because we follow it heavily on my channel. And somebody was burnt or given as a burnt offering or something like that has gone on in a really big way. That's amazing. Jehovah, you just speak on. But this is like the wall here as well, or the ladder. You could work with, be like a drywall person, or you're a builder or something like that, or work on a ladder, or something happened on a ladder or something like that. Somebody also was in an accident and possibly rolled off of a cliff or something like that. Within something, they died, okay? And somebody could have messed with their will for that to happen, or they planned for that to happen to somebody. But somebody also was protected within that. If you're standing in truth, Jehovah will protect you every single time. We did have a tire shop that came out in my first reading, so let Jehovah speak on. Let every word be established in 2 or 3 witnesses. And somebody's going to go jail for something that they creatively done with that, put somebody up in their head. That's incredible, Jehovah, what you bring out. It really, really is. Let's just let him speak on here. So we have somebody weeping and have been in tears and things like that. Well, it's not been fun, people. It's just not been fun for some of us. It just hasn't. We got people that's, you know, your exes are here because we got contractual things. You went through a divorce and things looked positive for you and things happened along the way, and then they were worked on in a very deceptive way, and people held on to your stuff, and that's a bunch of crap. Even people right out of your own household. So we have trample. Look, people, Jehovah's getting up and trampling. Okay, he's going to trample on the bully. It says that Jehovah's going to trample on the winepress, and he's going to have their blood of the adder, which is the snake, and the dragon, and the lion, and he's going to have their blood on his garments because he's sick of it. He's sick of it. And he tells us that thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder and the young lion and the dragon shall be under your feet. Absolutely, they are. We take back everything that the devil has stolen from you and me. So bones are out here, and I made a reference to this card in my first reading. You are dealing with somebody, possibly for some of you all, who have bone issues, okay? So this, or somebody's had a broken bone, but Yoga also states that he will break the bone of the wicked as well. So, so there's a sick man. This came out also today. There's something, we have somebody here, maybe somebody's child, okay, something like that's taken place with their children, and then it just made them just sick to their stomach of something that's happened in a really bad way. But there's a sick man energy here. There's the mortal energy of checkmate, the king is dead, has come out on the channel before. Somebody has a chaotic mark. Well, we have the Tav here that represents the mark. Okay, and also somebody signed off for their soul to go away. There's an incurable disease for those people. They've become nasty in the earth, and they're just going to go way down. They're twice dead people. They're just the walking dead at this point. They will never rise again. They have been your testing, my testing along the way. Something's happened. Somebody said, hey, if you sign this, we'll give you whatever. And somebody took a bribe and they got cursed within something because they signed off for some stupidness. But there is for some of you all, you're also dealing with just issues in your body that's just incurable. And you need to go see a physician. And some people, this came out of my spirit the other day, you always said some people's physical situation that's become uncurable is really a spiritual matter. And once you get that fixed, you'll heal in the natural realm. But you are dealing with somebody who's incurable in a situation. This also goes back to a wife. Maybe what somebody's wife is, somebody's husband is. It goes back to either man or woman here on that card. So the opposite of something is here, or something that's been adjacent from something within your situation. Maybe you keep something on a shelf and it's adjacent to something else, whatever that means. So you always bring it back. And we're having the word polish come out here. We had for the Cardinal Fix and Mutable Sign reading something to do with the maid and the butler, or something about being a cleaner, or something like that could be here prevalent to your situation. Grown adults who act like children. Well, and they've been real skillful at what they did, and people died along the way. They just died along the way. So the rebellion energy is going to come out here. Now, on the second, last night's reading, it was actually really early in the morning, there's two runes that look like an X. One is the N and one is the G. This is the N that's come out here. We also have the X here showing some people are just dealing with their X. And they went crazy and they did some nastiness, okay, to your family and everything else because they're just in their head for whatever freaking reason why they are. This is the letter N, and again, it's the X that represents rebellion. This also goes back to rebellion, pride, and ego. You could be dealing with somebody who's in stardom as well, because that energy will go right back there to that. Somebody in the spotlight, leading a clan of people. and they're in spirituality. They're probably in the occult. Okay, it's given what's out here. This is a strong compulsory tie, and somebody just literally lost their freaking ever-loving mind because if somebody did go get a divorce or moved on and something like that. I'm hearing again in my spirit, and I've shared it before. I may have showed it the other day as well. About 3 years ago, when my process started, I was cleaning something on the floor because somebody had gotten my keys and came in my house and stained up my carpet and stuff because I left a relationship which was just nasty energy and went on about my life. And just some crazy, stupid stuff had taken place with me. And I was on the floor, and I was trying to scrub out these stains that somebody came in and did to my carpet. And it was brand new carpet, by the way. And I heard Jehovah say, Cinderella. And right after that, I heard, if I can't have you, nobody will. And it was like really just came through my spirit. And I'm hearing that again. That's what happened to some people. Some of us have been through hell in a hand, and somebody's went to hell in a handbasket because of their freakish mind. And it's just caused nothing but a destruction. And somebody's just not even going to be able to heal from that. That's incurable for them and their soul. That grieves me. That just really grieves me. Please teach your children to exercise their spirituality and uprightness, because this is the kind of stuff that's really destructive around our kids, our family. I mean, this is people right out of our own household, people that have done some real nasty. And then that's even scripture that tells us that your enemy will be right out of your own household. Okay? But so anyway, we've got the H, the N, we have the X here, the A, the K, the T, the Y. We have a yes here for somebody as well. We have two yeses here. The strength card for me is a yes card. Somebody's going to have some strength because of some stuff. There's also, some people are going to have some strength because of the communication. You're finally going to get that closure to something. The hand of the divine is finally going to take his authority and give you a closeout on something. Some people are really going to have to brace themselves. Some people already know, but they haven't heard it with their own ears, and Jehovah will protect you in whatever you're going to hear about your situation. This will come out until next time. Shalom.